Hey everyone, how's it going? I just wanted to share this cool plugin I created that allows you to add teleporters to your Battlefield Portal experiences, and it requires zero coding. So if you look on screen right now, you'll see this sort of spark effect, and it's actually a teleporter, and if we walk into it, it will teleport us across this gap to that other section over there. So we're going to walk into it, and as you can see, it teleports us across. And this plugin will allow you to configure a few different options on your teleporters, such as where it's going to teleport you to, and if you want a visual effect on the teleporter or not. I do plan on adding more configurations in the future, but this is all I have at the moment. Now, in order to set these teleporters up in your own experience, you will need a computer and you will need the Portal SDK installed, but don't worry, I'm going to hop over on my computer and I'll show you guys how to do it from start to finish. Okay, so now we're over on my computer, and the very first thing you want to do is go to portal.battlefield.com/bf6/experiences, and I'll also have that link down in the description. And when you get here, you're going to want to click the button that says download SDK, and it's actually 2.3 gigabytes, so it will take a minute to download, so I'm going to cut to when it's done. Okay, you can see the download's done, and I have the zip file here, Portal SDK. The next thing you want to do is click on it, right click, go extract all. A window will pop up, and then just extract it to here. And since it's 2.3 gigabytes, it will take a few minutes, so I'm going to cut to when this is done extracting. Okay, as you can see, it's been extracted, so if we open up that file, you'll see all of its contents. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to download the Godot plugin that I created, and we're going to add it to this project. So if you open up a browser, you're going to want to go to this URL here. I'm going to have it linked down in the description, and once you get here, you're going to want to click on this code button, and you're going to want to download source code as zip. So you're going to click that button, it will download, open it up. Now if you go into the folder, you'll see this file here, this folder here called teleport generator. So what you're going to want to do is go to the Portal SDK folder, and you're going to want to click into Godot projects, then add-ons, and this is where you can add plugins. So if you go over here and you drag my plugin into here, that should work fine. So there we go, that is added. Now you have access to the teleport generator plugin I've created, and the next thing you're going to want to do is go out and then open up this Godot file here. Now this is going to load up a lot of stuff, so it is going to take a few minutes. You want to click into Battlefield Portal Project. Now it's going to load all of the assets and whatnot, and there's a lot for it to load, so it will take a minute. So I'm going to cut to when it's opened. Alright, now as you can see, the Godot engine is open and everything has been scanned. The first thing you're going to want to do whenever this opens is go over here to this sidebar and click Portal Setup. And this is also going to take a few minutes, so I'll cut to when that's done also. Alright, so as you can see, the setup has completed and we're inside of a level right now. All I did was open up Firestorm, so if you want to do the same, you open the levels tree down here and double click on MP_Firestorm, and that will bring up the Firestorm scene. And now just a quick crash course. If you want to move around here, whenever you're hovering over this window, you want to hold the right click and it will let you look around. And as you're holding the right click, you can use the WASD keys to move around. And if you want to move faster, you hold shift and it will make you move a little bit faster. So once you have all this set up, the next thing we need to do is enable our plugin. So to do so, you want to click on Project, Project Settings, and then you want to go over to plugins right here, and then you can see our plugin that we added and click on and close. And now as you can see, a new tab will be added over here called Teleport Generator, and if you click on it, this is the plugin for generating teleporters. Okay, so we finally have all of that set up out of the way. Now we can actually start adding teleport points to our portal experience. So to initially add a teleport point, what you want to do is click on the Create Default Teleporter, and that will give you a little alert that says it's been created. And by default, if you click on it over here, you're going to notice it's very far under the map. All you want to do is just use these arrows and kind of drag it to where you want to add the teleport point. So we're going to drag it to right around here, right beside this building. That's where we'll create our first point. Kind of set it right there. So to kind of understand these, first off, you can take this and you can adjust the size of it by using these points here on it. But I'm just going to leave it default. And now, once you have this selected, if you look in the inspector tab, you'll notice that there's a metadata drop down. And if you open that, there's 3 different points of metadata. The first one being the ID of this teleport point. The second one being the ID of the teleporter it wants to go to. So whenever you walk into this area, it's going to teleport you to the ID that's put in here. And then the last one is enable FX. And basically all that is if you noticed at the start of the video, you saw the spark effect. You can just turn those on or off. So you can, if you have that on, you'll see a spark in the middle of this. If you have it off, it will just look like an empty area. But if you walk into this square, you'll be teleported. Okay, and now we're going to want to create a second teleport trigger point that we're going to teleport to. So to do that, all we're going to do is go over to the scene tree over here, click on our first trigger, and click Control D to duplicate it. And then all we're going to do is move this to where we want to teleport to. And then if you go over here to the metadata, since we duplicated it, it's going to be the exact same, but we want to remove that. And then we're going to turn the Enable FX off for the exit portals. So now we have 2 points. The first one, its ID is portal entrance 1. And remember, you can set these to whatever you want. They just have to match up. And then the destination ID is portal exit 1. So the portal that it wants to teleport to. So we're going to copy portal exit 1. And we're going to set the ID of the second trigger to be portal exit 1. So that means when you exit, or sorry, whenever you enter this area down here, it's going to teleport you to this area. So that's one teleport point done. If you guys want to keep following along, I'm going to just add a few more very quickly. So I'm going to go here, going to duplicate it. We'll say another teleport point, we'll say right here. And we do want this to have an effect. So we're going to turn that on. We're going to set the ID of this one to portal entrance underscore 2. And its destination is going to be portal underscore exit 2. And then once we have that done, I'm going to duplicate it. And now we can put this portal wherever we want to teleport to. So let's say we want to teleport over to this building. Right? We're going to set that there. And remember, since we duplicated it, the metadata is going to be copied, and we don't want that. So we're going to remove this. We're going to set the portal ID of this one to portal exit 2, right? So if you follow along here, you'll see the first one, portal entrance 1 down here, it wants to go to portal exit 1. If we go to the second trigger up here, its ID is portal exit 1, so this trigger area would teleport you to here. And then if you go to the third trigger, its ID is portal entrance 2. And its destination ID wants to go to portal exit 2. And then if you look at the fourth trigger, its ID is portal exit 2. So this trigger point will teleport you to here. And then once you have all of these teleport points set up, all you want to do is you want to go into here and you want to export your current level. And that's going to export a JSON file with all the data about the items that you added to this battlefield experience. And once that has been exported, what you want to do is you want to go to teleport generator and import that JSON file. So you click there, you're going to want to make this bigger. We're going to go up one path, and then you want to find where all of your JSON exports for your level go to. So those are in export and levels. So if you look up here, Portal SDK, export levels, and then that JSON file we just exported for our level that we created is right here. So you want to double click that. And essentially what this does is whenever you import it to my Godot script, it generates a TypeScript file that links all of these portals together so that they work. So now that we've done that, you want to click OK. And then what you want to do is you want to open up File Explorer, and you want to go to your Portal SDK folder and find the export folder. And then what you're going to see now is a new folder called teleporter_scripts. So essentially, whenever you import the JSON data for your level to my plugin, it will generate a TypeScript file that links all of your portals together, and it will put it here. So if you go in there, you'll see this new file here. It's a TypeScript file. Essentially, TypeScript is just a programming language, and that's the language used for creating custom logic in Battlefield Portal experiences. So instead of you having to go in and figure out how to code these together, my script, my plugin just goes in and it generates it automatically based on where you put these portal points. So in order to get this code, all you want to do is right click it, click open with, and go notepad. And as you can see, this file opens up, and this contains all of the TypeScript that links those portal areas together. So all you need to do is copy this, and keep in mind, you don't have to write anything because it's all been generated automatically. So you just need to copy this, and then you want to go back to a browser, and then go to portal.battlefield.com, and you want to start creating a new experience. So we're going to go through the steps. It's fairly straightforward. We're not going to customize anything too much. We're going to click create new, and then portal custom default, start editing. Now, all you need to do to add all of this custom logic in is go to map rotation, and you have to remember you have to choose the exact same map here that you chose whenever you were making your custom map in the Godot engine. So we used Operation Firestorm, so we're going to drag that over. And now what you need to do is, you see this little icon here, attach a spatial JSON for this map. You need to import that initial JSON file. We export it so the map knows that there's trigger points there. So we're going to browse, and then what we're going to do is we're going to, this was at desktop, we want to go to Portal SDK, export, levels. So this mp_firestorm.spatial JSON file. You want to do that. That'll link it there. That's good. And then the next thing we need to do is add our custom code to this experience that links all of those portals together. So on the side here, you see rules editor. You go to script, and you want to click create new script file. You're going to click that. Now you can type in here, and all you need to do is paste that custom script that was generated into here, and you're done. Now they should all be linked together. So if you go publish, and we're just going to name this YouTube teleport, go to the next step, and let's give it a random picture. We'll give it this one, step 3. Everything looks good. Create new. So whenever you're going through these steps, all you need to remember is add that custom spatial JSON file to the map, and you also need to add that custom script in the rules editor. And then once all that's done, you want to publish it. And now whenever you launch up this Battlefield experience on whatever console you're using, the teleport point should work. So we're going to go back over to my Xbox, and I'm going to demonstrate the one we just created. Okay, so we're back over on my Xbox, and we're going to click on my experiences. And for some reason, YouTube is starred out, but whatever, you can see our experience there. So we're going to click host on it, and we're going to wait for the map to load. Okay, so the map is loaded, and we're deploying, and as you can see right in front of us, the teleport spot is there. And if we walk into it, it works as intended. So yeah, you guys can use this to make a multitude of different experiences. Like if you wanted to make some sort of parkour map and you teleport from one level to another, you can use this. There's just many different scenarios where you could use this kind of tool. So yeah, if you guys had any issues going through this tutorial, drop a comment down below and I'll do my best to help you. If you guys have any feature requests, like if you guys have anything that you want me to add to this plugin, just let me know below and I'll do my best to add it for you guys. So yeah, if this tutorial was helpful and you guys like this tool and also find it helpful, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.